Russert is back with us. Assess Texas and why now, and what the implications are, and how changed this playing field becomes by the fact that Senator Clinton managed to reclaim these two areas that were suddenly up for grabs.
She will say, her campaign, Keith, will say that they have won the night. This will be a huge psychological boost. It'll help them with their donors, with campaign morale. They'll win the public relations battle with the headlines. Clinton wins 3 out of the 4. The Obama people will counter, saying, excuse us, how many delegates did she win? And if you watch the caucus results that you're seeing on your screen from Texas, you will see that Obama is doing quite well amongst those caucus delegates. Watch for the Clinton people tomorrow, Keith, to say, you see, this is the difference between a primary and a caucus. When the people vote, we win. When you have one of these caucuses with all these kinds of rules, he wins. I believe that they'll keep trying to underscore that, trying to belittle, in effect, caucus victories. Again, appealing to this jury of superdelegates, because the Clinton people know that they will not be able to catch Barack Obama with elected delegates over the next 90 days. They need some outside factor to intervene, to make their case, their appeal, their closing argument to the superdelegates.
And what is that?
Well, they will say tonight that they won Texas and Ohio. They won California, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, all the big states that someone has to win if they want to be elected President of the United States as a Democrat. Then they will try to play Michigan and Florida. And that's when the real battle starts. That is what it's all about. I believe the chairman of the Democratic Party, Howard Dean, will now have to intervene in a big way and figure something out about Florida and Michigan, because those two states have become critical. And if there's going to be do-overs, they have to be scheduled now so people have adequate time to prepare campaigns and budgets and strategy. Because it is clear after these 3 wins tonight that Hillary Clinton is not going to get out of this race and not going to abandon it at any time. I think it goes, as I said earlier, far beyond Pennsylvania, because Barack Obama is not going to abandon it just because she won 3 out of 4. He's going to say, I won 11 in a row. And I'm ahead in elected delegates, and until you take the elected delegate count away from me, I'm going to be the nominee.
And this is how tough it gets, Tim. Terry McAuliffe was on tonight, and he would not allow us to believe that in any way the Clintons have committed themselves to letting the candidate with the most elected delegates win this thing. They reserve the right to win this with superdelegates, Tim.
Absolutely. They will say that each of these candidates needs to get superdelegates to put them over the top. They will not say whoever has the most elected delegates. Right. And that's, Chris, why Hillary Clinton tonight, when she did her litany of states, Michigan and Florida.
And Michigan and Florida, do you think, Tim, that Ed Rendell was freelancing, freebooting when he said, we're assuming primaries in June in those 2 states, or was that something that was sort of let slip from the equivalent of the smoke-filled rooms of 2008?
Great question. I don't know. The official position of the Clinton campaign is there's no need for do-overs. But when you hear Governor Christ of Florida saying that the state may be willing to pay for a primary in Florida, and the cost is about $10 million from the estimates I've heard, Michigan's not going to allow Florida to go forward without them doing something. I think the pressure is going to grow considerably to have some kind of do-over in those 2 states.